10th of October every year marks the World Mental Health Day. This year's event is an opportunity for people and communities to unite behind the theme, mental health is a universal human right, to improve knowledge, raise awareness. Reports say 1 in 8 people or persons globally are living with mental health conditions which impact their physical health, their well-being, how they connect with others. Mental health conditions are also affecting an increasing number of adolescents and young people. Let's speak this through by talking to counseling psychologist S.A. Ayebene, who is joining me in the news for more perspectives on this. Thank you so much for joining us on the Meeting News.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, talk to us about the essence, the significance of marking today, the Mental Health Day.
Okay, it's bringing to mind the topic because we've all been talking about mental health, but it's a day to remind us of more than just having the mindset of, oh, I need to protect my mental health. Okay, what can I do in order to protect my mental health, in order to be healthy mentally? Yeah.
Nice, interesting. So, but the thing is, a lot of people do not really understand the essence of mental health. Is it at what point or what are the signs that one needs to look out for to ensure that you seek medical advice?
Basically, everybody and anyone can have issues. Even therapists have issues too. If your therapist doesn't have a therapist, then there's a problem because we're all humans. And one of the first things I learned in school was a quote that says, everyone has had, is having, and will have problems that they alone cannot solve. And that just hits me. And that was in 100 level. Until now, I hold on to that. So everybody has had and is having and will have problems that they alone cannot solve. With that, it's by the time you get to a point where you know, I can't do this by myself. It's okay to say, I can't do it by myself. We live in a world where we want to do it. We want to be able to be the champion of our lives. I want to be able to make it, you know, especially for the male figure, so that I can be credited as being able to do it all by myself. But the more we isolate ourselves, the more we have issues with mental health illness. I tell people that when we're more of a communal community in Africa, we had less people with mental health issues. But now they are trying to do, no, I want to be by myself, me and my family, and we're separating ourselves from our support system by having more issues.
Well, so are you referring to the communal aspect where you have people, community of physical or community of affinity? Because majority of us now, what we do is interact through social media.
Yeah.
Are you saying that this is not really helping us? You know,
okay, so it can be of help because I do virtual therapy sessions with my clients. I don't physically meet them. It can be of help, but it's also, there's something about physical contact. There's something about seeing someone face to face. Just knowing that someone is there holding your back, it helps. So you can't separate yourself. We have ladies getting married and then they cut off from their friends, cut off from their families, and then you want to have a spouse that can emotionally meet up with all your emotional needs. It's not physically possible. It's not possible. So you need that support system. You need your friends, you need your family, you need people around you. You can't just isolate yourself and feel everything can just fall in place.
Yeah, but much interaction can also affect this, because we discussed this topic this morning, saying that peer pressure can also affect you in terms of your mental health.
Yes.
When you feel like you want to meet up, you want to keep up with the Joneses,
yes.
The latest phone in town, you're not able to acquire it, yes. and all of that. So could that also not be a problem?
So let me
not relating with people could be a problem, but relating with the wrong set of people can also be a problem. Don't you think so?
Relating with the wrong set of people can trigger an issue, yes. But when there is a deep-seated, because as a therapist, I'm always looking at the root of the problem. The only reason why you would depend on your peers to give you validation is because you lack self-validation. So if you can validate yourself, and this starts as early as when we're children, when we are younger, if you lack validation from when you're young, that lack of validation is what you're now searching for. So in that bid to look for validation, that's when you now want to do what everybody's doing, that's what happens. So it's not because you have too many friends, that's what's causing peer pressure. No. If you have self-validation, it gives you strength. One of the things I advocate for more than just mental health is mental resilience, which is building your mental strength. And one of it is actually having self-validation. We most times lack it. That's why we look for it. We want to wear the best clothes so people can tell us that we are okay.
Yeah, but very quickly because of our time, because I need to move on now.
Okay.
Is there a relationship between being broke and being depressed?
It is natural. Being depressed is a natural response, a natural emotional response to a sad event or sad incident. So being depressed is not a problem. That's what I tell people. Like, if you're depressed, something happened, you can trace, oh, this is the reason. And then after that has been solved, you get the money and you feel better. But depression, you can, the being broke can trigger depression, right? But even when you get the money, you still can't feel happy, then there's a problem. When you're depressed for longer than 2 weeks and it's ongoing and you just can't shake out, that's when there's an issue.
And so at that time, you need to talk to
That is when you need to talk to a therapist and talk to someone about it.
Thank you very much. Counseling psychologist, S.A. Ayebene. Thank you so much for your keen insight.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.